regular Friday. Hello, chat. Hold on, let me do that real quick. Hope y'all are well. Today is Friday. Also, it's a thank you for the tier 2 with now 11 months, 1 month away, and then it's been a whole year. But hello, chat. Welcome on in. Hope you all are well. So, we're back down underground in our temporary home. I'm gonna be here for a while. But let me go back to this real quick, because we need the ambiance. Also, I have to sneeze, and it has not come yet, but we will wait. Anyways, chat, hope you all are well. A slight change in the plan. Also, Antari, thank you for the 25 consecutive stream streak. I appreciate it. So, we're gonna focus a little bit less on the explosions, really. And we're actually gonna focus some more into enchanting. Why less bombs, you might be wondering? Well, simple. Really. Bombs do, what was it, around half a heart to 3 hearts of damage, give or take. Right? It really depends on what you're wanting to do, right? And ultimately, a few other things I've come to realize. One, this lovely beam that we have, unfortunately, doesn't work on players. For some reason, how it's coded, it doesn't work on people. But this still does damage, and this still does damage. Both of those still do damage, so that means we want to increase the amount of damage that we do. Right? So where does that leave us then? You might be wondering. Simple. Enchanting. We need to get 3 special enchants on each of our arcane robes. Amplify spell, spell velocity, and sunfire. Amplify spell, when you get it to Amplify 5, does a 20% increase to spell crit damage when your spell crits. Spell velocity helps with that increased chance of spell critting. Sunfire gives me an overall, I think it's an additional 20% of arcane power on top of what my 25% could be. So it's a lot of spell damage. We've also found Enervation, which is a lovely book that when what's the word? When used properly, really, has apparently an effect where I don't know if it works on the wands or not. I'm not sure, haven't tested it on any person yet. But it adds that frost effect that you get when you're cold. And it allows you to possibly slow down someone, make them deal damage, so on and so forth. I don't know if it works on the spells or not. So we have the books here for him. It just goes to Neuronation 3. Right. But I don't know if I want to do that or not, because I don't know if it works on people. But who's to say it does? And that way we can just be safe and save it. I will put everything in here for temporary sake. Amplify spell, nerveration, enerveration, enerveration, amplify spell. Hello, Bree, welcome on in. Now, what we want to do is try to get a higher, what's the word, boost in our repertoire, really. Trying to get higher spell velocities, higher amplify spells. We're going to have to craft a lot of armor for this, which is fine. It's relatively easy to craft. But we want Sunfire, amplify spell, and spell velocity. Right here we just have an amplify spell 3. We want to get that to amplify spell 5. So we're going to need a lot of different armor pieces for this. Discord? Yeah. I had it written out. I just forgot to put the message in chat. I forgot to press enter, because I always have them pre-written out before I start stream. But thank you for reminding me, Shirley. And we come back over here. I'm trying not to use too much of this because, hold on. I think it's time to just change the music just slightly. A little bit more calming. Since we're kind of just in a workflow state right now. Let me see, lo-fi. This one? No, it's the, this one. This one. There we go. Oh, alright. So again, the entirety of this idea is to try to make sure I can get as many levels as fast as possible. Did not want those, so well, oh yeah, you guys aren't reset yet. It's not all of you anyways. There we go. There we go. Yeah, today we're gonna do entirely enchanting today. Want to make sure that I can get all of this prepped and ready, because you have to do a lot of enchanting. A lot, really. They get spell amplify, spell velocity, and sunfire on different armor, and then combine the armor into one is going to be a pain to do. We're going to need some books as well for it, so... It's going to take some time. I'm back home finally from school. You'd be nice. Was like... Yeah, all good, all good. Okay. Speaking of which, chat, hold on. I need to double check to make sure something is right. While we're here, I need to make sure. Need to double check something real quickly. Does this send it to the right one? No, it does. I need this. Is that the right one? There we go. And now if I do this, that, and that, there it is. Okay, cool. Lovely. All right, so another little fun fact. I am going to be opening up mod applications again because we're kind of slowly growing. We kind of need maybe 1 to 2 more people again, especially with the revisions. So if you do exclamation mark, this is what I was working on yesterday, with the whole UTC debacle, debacle. So exclamation mark mod forms should take you to the proper link. Oh, so about why did you not update? Or is it mod form? Mod form. Ah, it's mod form. Not mod form, it's mod form. No S. Premium check photos. No colored messages. Yep. Da. Oh, I know why everything's so loud. Hold on. I was trying to figure out why everything was so loud for me, and I realized because yeah, it's going to my speaker. Where is it? There you go. Thank you, Shirley. Turn that up a bit. My sound settings are all like messed up right now. I don't know why. You. Yes. Thank you. Lovely. Actually, have we done any sales? We have. From Appo. Because Appo's the main one that gets the stuffed potato. But yeah, chat. Pretty much, I want to get that armor over bombs because bombs aren't really, they're effective, unless you have this one. But everything else still stays the same, of course. We are going to... Are the pumpkins actually growing? I can never tell. Hold on. They are just super slow on growing. Huh. Eep. Eep. Oh, wait. That one, they all update and generate at once. That'd be crazy. And down we go. Look for a bit. Yep, all good dancing, bub. Yeah. Like today's, even though we're all spooky and menacing, it's pretty much just a chill, get stuff done. Make sure that we can have what we need prepped and ready. They should add, like, whoever can, the alive people, they need to make like a lava cauldron with some dripstone so you can put lava buckets in here to like smelt some stuff. What if they enabled the lava source block thing? I mean, I don't know if that would work or not. Not too sure. Yeah. Spell velocity is nice because if you look right here, we have amplify spell. You'll see what spell velocity does, but it increases the crit chance, I believe. Well, amplify spell increases the crit damage. So amplify spell 5 goes up to 25%, I believe. With you, it's 20, and then Sunfire does 25%. So all this does 100% increased crit damage on top of the spell power. And then when you get everything to spell velocity, I believe, it becomes a 5% for each armor piece that you get for an increased percentage. So that's almost so every 1 in 4 on your attacks do over 2 times the amount of damage. Because it amplifies the spell power. So like, say for example, this staff, right? It does 25% spell power on top of a 5 plus 5 spell power. And then that gets increased by this alone. Each of this being 25, so that's 100. Plus another, that's 125% on top of a crit doubling that. Like, I can, if y'all want, I was doing some testing last night to show you how much this thing can shred. The other benefit of the arcane staff, I realized, right? You see how it glows if I'm like on a target? If I have a target in sight, I don't have to be on them. I just have to have their glowing. No, I don't want to hit you. Sorry. It auto locks and it auto hits. It's arcane missiles, basically. Well, this is pretty much arcane missiles. Yeah, it's arcane blast and arcane missile. So I just have to be near them, and I have to have it in my visual area with my crosshair at least on them for a second when I'm casting the spell, and that will do it. So I don't have to be accurate. So projectiles do not matter as much. They will always hit their target. Sorcerer Warlock coded. It very much is a Sorlock. It's very much Coffee Lock, as it's also called in D&D terms. I'm so close to level 30. Oh, because I hit them, everything went up by 1. Gosh dang it, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to accidentally hit you with the thing. That's on me. Kind of wish there was a way to like mass sell items just to make it easier. All right, so do we do the pants or do we do the shoes? Because both of them are gonna give a spell velocity 3. I don't know if I can get anything high. Well, I can't. It's just super rare. I'm gonna have to get like, what is that? 2 spell velocity 3s for that, plus another 2. So I need at least 4 armor per thing, plus Sunfire if I don't get Sunfire. Oh god, this is gonna be so much. We'll do the pants. So you just straight spell velocity. So it says 3% crit chance. You can make an infinite lava source like water. Ah, I see. So 3% increase. It goes up to 5%, right? Sunfire, cool. And I'm breaking. Awesome. So we'll do these next unless I get something for the book. Backstabbing, impaling, innovation. Yeah, no. Yeah, so I need 3 more levels. The one downside is like trying to keep getting 3 levels at level 30 constantly without a proper like good farm is a pain to do. Oh yeah, by the way, chat, the other day when I was showing Appo and Cherry stuff, I chucked an Ender Pearl because I was trying to get up there, right? And I don't know how I did it, but I clipped the block perfectly between the corner and like the edge of the block that I phased through the block and got stuck inside that upper chest. Again, don't know how it happened, it just happened. Bup, 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 bup. Also, a fun game, a little bit of like non-Minecraft related. Uh, because of the Tubathon, I've been getting into Tricky Towers. I used to watch it a lot when like Chilled Chaos played it a ton like a while ago. And I was super invested in it. And then I watched other creators, and then I phased out, and then Tubbo started playing it again, and my reinvestment got into Tricky Towers again. I'm like, I forgot how much fun and like silly this game is. Modding tons. Won't be a while, that's for sure. Can I? I would need gold. I don't have lava though. Sigh. Lava? Oh, there's lava. I was like, where can I get lava? And then I just see lava outside the door. That means I can take all of this and start smelting it. And this gets gold nuggets. And I haven't heard that name in 30 years. Chilled is so great. So fun fact, right? I got to test in TwitchCon San Diego last year. I got to test the day before the MCC Twitch Rivals. Super fun. Like, very awesome. Noxio like gave all the Rising and like contestants that weren't playing the opportunity to like test the game out for them the day before to make sure that all stuff was like fixed, right? And we got to play on the actual creators' accounts that were set up there, right? So like everyone team's account was like logged in, they were all there, everything was all set up, and I got put on pink team. And so I walked over there and we're like, all right, we're just gonna take our spots. I played as Chilled Chaos. And I was on Shield's account playing the MCC Twitch Rivals. Which is really cool and really fun. I think I placed second overall. So Chilled placed second in an MCC Twitch Rivals testing. Did him proud, did him proud. Yeah. Hopefully get the chance to do that again for next year. or for this year. Because if I'm going to a TwitchCon, it's going to be San Diego most likely. Which is, yeah, that's so funny. Yeah. But it'd be really cool if I got the opportunity to actually play in a Twitch Rivals. That would be really fun. Is it likely? No, but the odds are not zero, chat. Sunfire, that's it. Respiration, don't need it. Lifesteal, efficiency, I don't know. Alright, I need to make more armor. Which means I need wool. Oh, Griffin TV, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. And luckily, though, Miss Corporate has an abundance of wool. It's crazy how much wool Jerry has. And auto sheep farms go crazy. And down we go. But yeah, like, it'll be fun. I would love to go to Rotterdam, but the odds of that are very, very unlikely, unfortunately. Okay, let's keep on enchanting. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. But, oh, cool. Need to make space for all of this, so... Alright, level 30, I'll do another tunic. See if we get anything from it. That's not at all what I want. So velocity I'll take. Yeah, it's just crazy how much, stuff it takes. Hope I got some melon. Yeah, because technically I don't even have my passport yet, which I need to just honestly get that done in general. But I've been so busy with other stuff that I just have not worried about it. Right, there's 5 in there. I want to keep seeing how long that takes for those to get. Wizard ghosts. Yeah. Wizard ghosts. Basic, the reason why ghosts can interact and use staffs and such is because it's modded, so breaking the fourth wall here. How it's coded is like a blacklist and whitelist for what ghosts can and cannot interact with. Tools are one of the things that ghosts can. The difference is, for example, we can't use a bow because it's coded that we can't damage people with items, right? But projectiles are a bit different, especially when it comes to modded stuff. So like if I chuck a bomb, it's no longer connected to me, so it's a weird coding. Same with this. Like even though the staff I'm using it, and that's why kind of like this one doesn't really work on people. I think it's also just coded that like the beam and that don't really just work unless you have it like properly implemented into the game for it. But it makes it. Oh, I just never enchanted my. All right, so spell Sunfire. So that's why I'm like able to use it. And honestly, it does make sense. Ghosts should be able to use magic because they're technically ethereal, revenant, if you will. Actually, does this guy have trade? I think he does. Ghost cast glow. Yes, you do. Gonna restart. Yep, all good. But yeah, it's fairly simple. It's nothing too crazy, but it does work, which I'm just happy I'm able to participate in this way because I feel like story-wise, right? Story-wise, this is very fun. Being a vengeful spirit is a really fun like story aspect. Yeah, I don't know why. Usually with just Sunfire, it's just the only one that you get, and I don't know why. Vengeful Spirit Arcos are. It's a very like fun thing, right? See, so Sunfire, arcane spell power percentage increased. Avenging? I am getting my revenge. It's not avenging anything. I'm getting my revenge. Uh, since day one. I'm dipping into a world of ethereal. Yeah. It's being locked in that white room for 24 hours. I've been planning, like, genuinely, I've been planning for a time frame where I can actually, like, show this. Ghost was not just gonna forget being locked in a white room for 24 hours. And I think it makes it really fun that when the purge does happen, it's just gonna be this big hunt. There's a royal hunt, and there's gonna be a ghost hunt, and you're not hunting for ghosts. A ghost is gonna hunt you. On the VOD channel, 24-hour stream is probably gonna get saved onto the Twitch side of stuff because it's just a long video to export. To be so honest, it's probably just gonna be saved. Also, Anonymous Gifter, thank you for the 1-month gift sub to your voice is what? Your voice is very sexy. Well, thank you for the gift, Anonymous. But yeah, it's a very long video. They're back. But yeah, I feel like does it have a nice voice? I appreciate it, chat. What is it? Okay, so it is just very slow because I was at 5. Oh, did not mean to do that. It's just every other VOD that I delete, which I'm gonna be deleting like probably this weekend. I'm gonna go through all the old VODs and just delete all the ones that aren't there. So remember, chat, if there's anything you want to clip that has not been clipped yet, do it now. Because this weekend will probably be the day where everything gets removed from the highlights besides the big stuff. Slime chunk? No slime chunk. There's a slime chunk down there, right? There's a slime chunk area. Like 40 clips to the void. I simply cannot. So, the benefit is, right, all clips are going to be saved. So, like, the clips are going to be saved. Those do not get deleted. Because clips are a separate server from highlights. It's just all the highlighted stuff will get removed, right? So like that's kind of the what's the word? Way that Twitch is going about by doing it. When I got VIP though, I mean I would do it just so you have it, right? Like there's nothing wrong with having just a clip that you might want to go back and look on. If you're able to save it, save it. Have a screenshot of the moment. That's fair. Like, gonna keep it 100% honest with y'all, chat. For my... When I did the Season 4 funny moments hardcore video and the 1 year of hardcore video. And Owen reacted to it. I screen recorded the entire reaction, right? Just so I could like have it without it being muted. Because I knew all that stuff was copyright. Like all that stuff was DMCA audio. So I didn't know what was gonna get muted and what didn't. So like I have that stuff saved. So like if I ever wanted to like go back and like look at like the 1 year, because also that was my 1 year of subbing, right? I have it, and that's just archiving purposes. I need. It's daytime. I'm gonna find a bed to sleep in so the zombies spawn more. When it's night, none of the mobs spawn down here. Don't know why. Well, it's probably about to be light anyways. Oh well. Thought it was still dark. It's not. The sun is coming up. Gotta go back. I took the pasta off the off the off the fence sign. I do think it would be fun, like going back on the hunt, like hunt related stuff. It would be fun to participate in the royal hunt, just to run, because that'd be such a fun video to make. From like a content perspective, recording, not even like being able to be on to the realm, but just from a recording perspective. I feel like that'd just be such a fun thing to do. Why did be a because it was a nice moment for me. You know, exactly. Like when you just have those like good moments, you want to just have them so you can look back on them. But yeah, no, a royal hunt. Like participating in the royal hunt just to say, just to be able, right, to be like, I'm going to run, and I want to see how long I can last in this world of all these players that could one-shot kill a person in game. It would be such a fun like experience. Oh gosh. Anyways, hopefully more mob spawn. But yeah, chat, what have y'all been up to? What has everyone been doing? Anyone have anything fun going on this weekend? Been done as an event, but I don't remember when. I mean, like the closest thing I remember to a royal hunt, like in that aspect, are manhunts. Like when manhunts were a massive craze. Right. Tomorrow, yep, all good, Zed. Returning mostly. Nice. Going to a bounce house. Very fun. Bought my first ever Soul Light game, so find me in the depths of that. That's gonna be fun. Created so many cards thanks to having a gaming night with Bestie. And that's fun. And Tari, what Souls like game did you get? Liza B. Oh, okay, cool. Very fun. Awesome. I can throw you off without a worry of harm. Yeah, Zaid can get thrown. That's so funny. Dude, I'm just not getting any. That's actually really nice. Yeah, Zaid can be thrown. I mean, I'm not wrong. Vapor Red Bull. Alright, so that's spell velocity 4. I need to do that 2 more times with the pants. It's gonna be so much armor. Like, is that gonna be... Like, I'm worried it's gonna be too expensive. You know what I mean? Like putting the armor together becomes too expensive for what it wants. Hold on, I need to go test this. Hold on. Well, no, I mean like the armor gets too expensive to where it doesn't let me combine them, is what I mean. Not expensive in time or like resources. I mean like the game just doesn't allow me to combine them. Of course it's gonna do this because it thinks that I'm still in the server. This is the one thing I don't like about this mod pack, is because the game continues to bug thinking I'm in the server when I'm not. And I keep having to refresh because then it does this and it breaks and then it's so on and so forth. Yeah. By the way, this is what the max gear is supposed to look like. Sunfire, not the spell power, spell velocity, amplify spell. Just these 3 things. Because that gives you 20% increased spell damage, a 5% critical chance, and 15% on top of your additional 25% on top of your additional, what is that? 25 plus 15, that's 40 plus, yeah, 40%, 40%, 40%, 40%. That's 160% on top of this, which is another 20, so that's 180%, with then an additional crit damage of 40% on top of that, with a crit chance of 20. And if you're wondering, like, how much damage it does, here's a wither, and here's what a bolt does. Look at the health. Look how much health that does. And when it crits, it does a very big chunk of health. Basically a 1 in 4. If the beam worked, this would fully, like... See? Like 12, yeah, and that's a wither, remind you. Slash summon warden, right? 1, 2, 3. Arcane bolts. 1, 2, 3. Arcane bolts. 1, 2, 3. Arcane bolts. And 1. That's very fast for killing a warden in pretty much base Minecraft. What we need to test, though, is I need to give myself some legs, some arcane legs. I need to enchant them with spell velocity, because it only goes up to 3. Right, so I need, so that's that and that, right? And then I need to do the same thing for amplify spell and sunfire. See, because if I do this, hold on, I need to go in slash game mode survival. I'm gonna go slash give abolish, no, slash was experience, no, slash experience, abolish regret, 999 levels. There we go. So this is 1, 2. Okay, so it's not good. That's what I was worried for. Add? That's fine. I was worried that it would be too expensive. But luckily it's not. If I do it that way, it just takes 16 or no, 12. 12 pants, 12 boots, 12 cloaks, 12 hats. That is so much fabric. That is so much material. $12 pants, 12 boots, 12 cloaks, 12 hats. Good thing Cherry exists. Good thing Miss Corporate exists, that's for sure. Because, oh my gosh, ooh wee, it would be a lot. Like, my goodness. Twelve is the number of the day. All right, so we already have spell velocity, which is good. Sunfire, spell velocity, amplify spell. The other benefit is if we get armor that stacks, right? So if we already have a pair that like is amplify spell velocity, Sunfire, great. It's just not. Oh, cool, more tokens. It's just not good when we get nothing. Can also get this, like this stuff, like get the books. Because we can get the books, then that just makes it a bit easier. It also is a crazy amount of like levels that this costs. Prop 4, you know, I'm just gonna, you know what, for now, let me just take all this and put it up there. Second chest. Amplify spell, innervation, spell velocity. Boots that aren't enchanted, sunfire, and cloak. There we go. Fire protection, unbreaking, spell velocity. Do I do that or do I just... Because, like... I think I just roll. I think I just do a random roll. And then just disenchant. Breach, sharpness, bite. Oh, amplify spell, good. Cool. This is just a lot of running back and forth, over and over again, doing the same thing. Oh yeah, by the way, chat, I've been trying to figure out how I want to do if only it was Enderman, if only the end was open with Enderman Farm. This like content creators are ruining Minecraft SMPs, right? But I want to do it slightly different. Right? I'm trying to see if I can do it in a spoken word format. Which, if you don't know what spoken word is, it's basically like poetry. It's a form of poetry. So I've been trying to write out what I want to say in a rhythmic, like, rhyme scheme, while still having it like similar to a video essay, and it's kind of hard. Who would have thought? Slam poetry on players that don't commit. I mean, it's not even players that don't commit, it's just content creation in general. Like, trying to find wording that, like, one of the, like, what is it? One of the, like, rhyme schemes of, like, formatting I have is, like, not every SMP creator is like this, but it feels like a crisis when people's focus is only on content, because they're not content of just playing the game. Like this crisis content. It's trying to like formulate the wording in a way that works and explains it while making it rhyme. And not everything has to rhyme, of course. But for it to tell a story, poetry snaps, yeah. Another like bar that I have, that is like an SMP, and so it's like a chain reaction is like a domino, that causes a reaction, an action that turns an SMP, a survival multiplayer server, into a solo Minecraft playthrough. So like it doesn't have to rhyme, but I feel like um bars, yeah, because Minecraft SMP stands for Survival Multiplayer Server, but it more feels like a solo Minecraft playthrough. Kind is on it. It goes hard in like a poetry-esque way of doing it, and I like that. Oh yes, this is what I was talking about. Spell velocity, amplify spell. Great. That's really good. That means if we get more of this, we can actually fuse them together to make it cheaper for us. And Sunfire, perfect. Um, because that's amplify spell 3. That's amplify spells 4 already, so we can know spell spell velocity. That puts the spell velocity 4. So stuff like that. Trying to get the wording to fit. I think it will be a fun video. I don't know how well it will do, but I think it will be fun. Yeah, so I've been like slowly trying to write out and figure that out. Like I have the intro roughly done, but to try to explain everything in a poetry-esque sense is very difficult because I want to talk about like saying yes but then choosing not to play. Like that type of stuff. And it's very difficult to make it all fit into a relatively decent um point because I still want it to be like around an 8 to 9 minute video. Stats on player activity. Oh yeah, no, I wasn't gonna drop stats on player activity. I was just gonna give like context because I wasn't gonna call out anybody because that's just rude. Because people do it all the time. People just play it because like it's common for someone to say, "Oh, I want to do something," then like not do it. But I feel like it's kind of a like, hey, this isn't just to like specific people. This is to all creators. I keep running up and down the stairs when I really need to. Because I'm waiting for this to run. I think if I just stay here, it will work. Like, I can give you guys the intro to this. So like the very what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like the first 9 lines, which is like a few sentences, goes like so. To get right to the point today, I have a game that I'd like you all to play. It's called How Many Minecraft SMPs Do You Know That Died Abruptly? For most of us, we can probably name a few, and the blame gets put on the server, but that's partly true because I'm here to suggest that part of the problem creators is you. Please hear me out. Like that's the intro. Like line scheme for it. And to try to put it all in a fun, I think it'll be fun. I think it will be different. But I want it to feel like, hey, this is something that I think we should look at differently. Because I've done spoken words in the before. Like I've done like IRL spoken words. Which, if you don't know what a spoken word is, basically it's just a form of poetry where not every single thing has to follow the exact same line form. It just has to tell a story properly. And there's variations of spoken word. There are spoken words about like variety of topics, really. It's mainly up to the individual who wants. But yeah, like that's what I have. I think will be also fun is like since to keep it more of a serious like tone. There's only one scene, right? And it's just me on a stage. Like a dim lit, uh, resource packed, like one light on me, and it's just um shaders, and it's just different pan shots with like words popping up on screen, almost like a what's it called? Um, I was gonna say AMV, like animated music video, but not that. Where pretty much like the like some of the text is on the screen when you're talking about it, like the more important like bits. I forget what it's called. No, typography. That's the word, typography. Like having a typography esque uh video style. It'd be very different from it's very different for a Minecraft video. It's extremely different from I don't think there's I don't know any popular Minecraft videos that have done spoken word typography about a topic because it's Minecraft, right? But I feel like it can be any format, really. Cool. Ooh, Sunfire and Death Strider 3. That's actually amazing. That's actually so good. Because I'm never in the water chasing after somebody. Um, that's just awesome. So that's Sunfire 4. Still need spell velocity. I need a lot of different stuff. I have Amplify spell 2, which honestly I might just disenchant the stuff because I don't like unless it's a higher spell. I don't think it's worth it. Hat, legs, cloak, boots. Fire, blast, spell velocity, amplify spell. What do I not have? Spell velocity, sunfire. So that would get spell velocity 4. I think we'll just do spell velocity then. I need more emeralds. Yeah. But no, I do think it could work. I just need to like write this all out. I think what I need to also do is write out what I want to say and then try to formulate like a certain way to put the wording together into allowing it to flow. We will see. We will see. All those zombies are slowly, but surely, making their way. I figured something out, chat. I can turn up the browser audio, then I can actually go into here and turn like the individual audio. So what that means, right, is now I think TTS should work properly and you'd be able to hear it. I figured that out the other day when I was working on stuff. So if I want to lovely go over here and just do a test. We should be able to hear TTS hopefully. Yeah, we can. Cool. Well, that was for system audio. I think it will also do it for, yeah, so that is system audio. So system audio works, which is great. We now just need to see if it works for when people sub and gift and do all that type of stuff with bits and whatnot, because it goes through bits. Bits subs go through browser instead of system. I don't know why, but it does. And that's why you can never hear anyone's like messages. It's very odd, very, very strange. And if that doesn't work, that means there's something wrong with TTS in general, which then I have to go fix again. Because, you know, stuff never works properly when you want it to. Blue moon. You feel lucky. I feel lucky. That means that this is gonna be a great hat. I'll take it. Spell velocity 3, amplify spell 3. Brilliant hat. I don't care for the armor. Wait, are enchants halved? Oh my god, enchants are halved when it's a blue moon. Oh, I gotta work fast, chat. For TTS, it's 1,000, I believe. I think it's 100. I have no idea. I think it just might be 100. Oh, this is wonderful. Chat, when it's a blue moon, things are less expensive. Okay, yeah, so just it's not announcing it. Wow, as a jokes aside, I can't believe how it is crazy. 19 months. Wow. Okay, so we know it doesn't work then, so that's just TTS for streaming is just not working properly. Good to know. Thank you, Zen, for the 19 months, which is insane. Honestly, crazy. And delete that. Sunfire 4. Lovely. Can I get more of that, please? Can I just get more Sunfire stuff? Alright, so that's Amplify, which is good. This is a spell velocity, which you don't have yet. This is Sunfire, which we don't have yet. Okay. That's spell Sunfire 4, which is awesome. We got Sunfire 4. Alright, I need to craft a helmet, pants, legs, cloak. And I need all of you to give me as much experience as possible. Because right now, I can still enchant stuff because things are cheaper during a moon. Everything's like half price. We're on a fire sale right now. We're on a discounted fire sale, chat. We're on a discounted fire sale, and I really need to start getting my stuff set up. Go, 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 go. Discounted fire sale, discounted fire sale. Oh, fun fact also. So you know how the Purge is on the 14th? Apparently there's supposed to be an actual lunar blood moon. This 14th. Why can you guys not trade? Which is really cool. Yeah, okay, so it's just not working. Testing, W blood moon. Yeah, I don't, okay, so I literally have to go into, into TTS and find out why it's not working. Because that should have fixed it, but it didn't, and I don't know why. A hype train, a hype train. Oh, you guys got a hype train, good job. But thank you for the 100 bits, Nerdy, I appreciate you testing it. That's prop 4. Power 4 I don't need. You know what, sure hat. Sunfire 4. Velocity 3. Awesome. Love it. Velocity 3. Amplify spell. Yep, cool. Alright. More armor. Gosh, so much armor. What do we got? Velocity 3. Prop 4. Prop 4. Prop 4. Maybe I just don't do the spell velocity stuff. I don't know. We will find out. What if I just do random prop 4 pants? Okay, prop 4 breaking 3 spell velocity. There. Protection. Breaking, fire protection. Okay, we'll do the boots next. Don't need those at all. Okay. We'll do the amplify spell because I don't think I have amplify spell yet for Okay, I only have one. Okay, I have two, but I still need another one because that goes to there. Yeah, okay. It costs so much to like trade stuff. Rarely hate how the zombies get stuck like this. Okay. Can I trade with anything for you? Zombie flesh, but that's about it. And that's all you can trade. Okay. No, the blood moon's set. Darn it. That's sad. That means everything's back up to 30. We got a good stuff though. What did we get? So we got spell velocity 3, sunfire, so we can make spell velocity 4. Spell velocity amplify, spell velocity amplify. So that's spell amplify 4, sunfire. Amplify, spell velocity, spell velocity, spell velocity. Sunfire, sunfire 4, spell velocity. So we just need another sunfire, and then the sunfire is done for the boots. We could track how often a blood moon is. For like real life, yeah. Scientists do it all the time. Astronomers? Are you kidding? They track the rotation of the Earth. Oh, game? No. Not that I know of. I thought you meant real life. I'm like, yeah, of course, real life. Alright, so spell velocity is all done. I have all the spell velocity done. I now need Amplify spell and Sunfire for the pants. I'm just gonna put these in here for now. There we go. Oh yeah, so spell velocity is done. Amplify spell, amplify spell velocity, Sunfire, spell velocity. Right. All right, and then we got Sunfire, spell velocity, spell velocity, amplify spell, Sunfire. Cool. Like all the protection in that isn't needed. It's really not. It's more aesthetic, right? Like it doesn't give me anything. Oh, speaking of Cherry Fire. Speaking of Miss Corporate. That is Miss Corporate. who isn't just also Miss Corporate in game, but also Miss Corporate in real life. Because if you didn't know, Cherry Fire is now an artist that works with Nox Crew, which is pretty cool. I think I'm the only one that trades with this guy, primarily. Like, actually getting the resources that he gives. Cherry-based artists, it's what I've been saying. No, honestly, for real, like, out of all of the, like, actual player cards, right, for the Creo, Cherry's, like, art concept for doing a full, like, collection of people and have it all be the same art style and such is such a clever and good idea. Like, all the artists, like, generally all the artists popped off with the Creo card collection. I will not lie, like, every single artist, like, banger of an art style for each of the drawings, for the items, the loot, the armor, the weapons, the player cards, both the common and rare variations. But I think out of all of them, Cherries, uh, Luann's for, um, the armor and loot, right? Like Clementine's art style for loot cards fits the vibe very, very well. And I think Cherry's player cards for like false fruit, I forget who not H, is it H? But like that whole lineup, like that squad, like that art style fits Nox Crew's vibe as well. Cool. Level 25, yippee. Gosh. Spell velocity, amplify spell. What do I need? Amplify spell probably finishes that off. We already got spell velocity, so it's like this bounces back and forth. I'm gonna put this one here just to let me know that it's for both. And I'll probably do the same thing for this. Just so I know that at the edge is both a amplify spell and spell velocity. So I just need like 3 and then 3. Either or, really. Is that how that works? Because that would be amplify spell, spell velocity, spell. Yeah, because this one would fit for both categories. Awesome. This is gonna take, and this is why I'm like, we're kind of pivoting, right? We're gonna pivot our work importance from less bombs and more magic. Because I feel it's going to take a lot of our time, a lot of my time, to get all of this. Honestly, if I wanted to grind it out, I could grind it out all today. Like, I could get this all done today. It would just be so boring and tedious. Um, which I might do just so we're not doing this next stream. Just grind it out today, this weekend, and get it all done. Because today's Friday, right? But then from there, probably try to collect gunpowder to make a few bombs, just to have them, just to scare people. Alright, that should be enough zombies. Come back. This beam is great. Like, amass AoE constant damage. Wonderful. And with the spell haste, it actually comes back really fast. I've been using this, but it's just the spell haste on this. Imagine if it did damage in a cone. Oh, that'd be crazy. I feel like the line's kind of fine because, like, it's 32 blocks. Like, if I was able to hit someone 32 blocks away, like, just full running up the stairs and I'm just that hitting them 32 blocks away, half a stack. The SMP, yeah. Yeah, I think I'll probably just do the raid on spawn and then go from there. Because a raid in the shopping district would go crazy. A full out raid in the shopping district. Because everybody's going to be at spawn. And since I'll just have, like, my armor on, I'll have this to chase after people, right? I'll have the ninja assassin stuff to chase after people, but then have my arcane stuff. The switch when I'm start damaging. Wait, we've already been going for almost 2 hours. That's crazy. It does not feel that long. She's going for 2 hours almost, chat. Wild. There we go. And I'll put all the rotten flesh in here. Alright, so what do we need? Let's see. Spell velocity. Spell velocity. Amplify spell. I think we do the amplify spell. Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. Unbreaking. Amplify spell. Cool. And that's just looting. Cool. Amplify spell. There we go. Need one more. And then we just need 2 more of that. And then that should be done. We just need Sunfire afterwards. Oh, it's going to be so tedious. Getting flashback to my Nestria. Yeah, it's going to be so tedious trying to get that one piece of armor left to enchant. Right? I'm also going to need so many levels. You need so many levels. Y'all. It's because I know why you aren't willing to trade. It's because it's night. And since it's night, they don't want to trade because they haven't refreshed their stuff. Something trade cooldown. Something it's night, so they don't restock. Something stingy villagers. But yeah, I do think this would work. And then it'll be good. Again, chat, how long has my Nestria been going on? Not my Nestria, the Lion SMP been going on for? Are you guys still on cooldown? God, y'all are still on cooldown. Why are y'all still on cooldown? A little over a month. Yeah, a bit more than a month. Started around like late January or early February. December? It hasn't started in December. January, yeah. Started like late January, February-ish, I believe. Yeah, we're kind of in the cycle of what I said before, chat. When creators slowly stop playing on the server. Because there's no content to make from it. An SMP turns into a solo Minecraft playthrough. I'm basically playing hardcore. Even during the like night hours. Like even during the night hours, people don't come on here as often as say beginning of it. Like beginning of the SMP. And again, Nothing wrong to the creators for doing it. It's just like, well, another SMP that's going to go away. There's barely anyone streaming lately. Yep. I think I've been the only one that's been the most active streaming by myself. Even when there are mini events, I still come on the server, even when I'm not streaming. And this is why I want to make a little video being like, hey creators, let's stop worrying about content. Let's focus on actually the joy of playing the game. I need to bring this piggy back. He can fix it. Like, I'll be honest. Since we're talking about it again, I'll mostly Sty streams looking. It's with me and Sty, because I know Sty streams later in the day, because Sty has, like, school and everything. So, that makes sense. But, like... it's this weird, like... thing with servers, right? And the more I worked on this video, I've kind of, like... insane school schedule, yeah. You have a boom, right? A big boom with player activity on a server. People play it, it's fun, it's all good and dandy. And then once everyone is content with what they've done, they achieved their goal of what they wanted to do, they stop playing. Which is fine. It makes sense. They've done what they wanted to do. Why should they keep playing, right? The issue with that, though, is they then see that there's no content to be made from this. Because it's all content focus. It's the whole, oh, I don't want to grind. Forsey is not playing. The guy need... oh, yeah. But, like, yeah, no, Forsey was on a full subathon for 47 days. Like, there are exemptions to this. Hello, Baxter. There are like exemptions to like reasoning, like IRL stuff and other things that affect it. It's not just choosing not to play. Like, what I'm trying to get at is like once you finish something, and creators have this very, very, and I call it, and I'll say this in the nicest way possible, a very bad mindset where if you are a streamer, if you are a YouTuber, if you are a short form creator, it's the, oh, I have to grind out materials. I don't want to do that on stream because I feel like it's not going to be entertaining to watch on stream, right? It's not to play. It's not everyone can make content from you. No, exactly. It's like, no, we love grind. Like, actually, and like, I'm literally a ghost, which one can't interact the blocks, so I'm already limited to what I can grind on the server. And I'm just standing in front. I've been down in this hole next to a zombie spawner for almost 2 hours now, and we're just vibing. We're just talking about random stuff. Like, chat doesn't mind. Not all of chat. I shouldn't just say chat. Like, not all of chat doesn't mind grinding content, because like that's the point of a playthrough, of an experience, is to witness the aspects of stream. Like, stream is not cut content. Stream is not like, as a lifestyle viewer, I have ironically watched multiple 12-hour grind. No, exactly. Like, there's, with no skipping. Yeah. Like, there's a difference between YouTube and streaming content. YouTube You cut out all the long stuff that you know won't do well in the engagement of a YouTube video because you want to get down to the very cool stuff. Stream though, you remove all the filter. You literally remove the curtains and you show everything that's done behind the scenes. It's like how you watch hermit streams versus hermit YouTube videos. There's a lot of grinding hermits do. But then you look at their YouTube videos and they're all like sped up builds, showing what they've done, showing the process, and they're like, I spent 6 hours getting all these materials. And then you go to stream and you see they've been mining out stone for 6 hours. It's like, wow. And it's the same with hardcore players. Like hardcore is just grinding. Yeah, just see. Oh, Spellboss C3. YouTube is a whole different alternate universe. Like, ironically, the whole narrative can be different. No, exactly. Like, it's vastly different, comparatively to what works and what doesn't work. Like I said, it's completely different. Like, yeah. And I just think creators need to focus more on the play aspect versus the content aspect. And that's why I want to make it like a spoken word talking about it. Like, maybe we focus more on just playing the game and having fun. And worry less about how many views we get on a stream. Which I get, it's some people's jobs, they need to have a higher viewership because if they want to make money in monetization. I get all that. Like, that's a whole different ballpark. But you'd be surprised by how many people would still come and watch someone stream, even if they were just to grind out stuff. Both for big and small creators. Like, we can also take an example of subathons. Yeah, I love ironically grind screens. Because I feel like it's just, I think the difference of grinding, like, in just, like, streams in general that are just this, right? It's very much, there's no fluff, if that's the word I want to use. In the sense, you're not, like, playing a character. You're not acting. You're not doing anything crazy over the top for like lore or story. It's just the person. You're just watching the person play the game. It's almost like you're at someone's house, right? And it's a first player experience, like a solo player experience, and you're just like on the couch watching them play the game, and you're just like making the comments in the background, and they're just like that's how I see it as. This of just you're watching them play the game. And you're just saying what you want, and you're just having conversations, and you just do funny little bits and interactions. And I feel like that's what's fun. I feel like that's the benefit of streaming. Like, when did streaming become this whole platform of like needing everything to be lore driven or like event driven or needing it to have these insane special moments for chat to be, because like it's fun when those happen, don't get me wrong, but when did SMPs just become this building block, this little stepstone of only as a tool just to make a better video, right? I feel like SMPs are fun because you get to play with people. They're fun because you get to experience things you wouldn't normally get to do on a solo world. Like, I could only be doing all this in a solo player world right now. And like, yeah, of course, there's like different time zones and people stream at different hours and so on and so forth, right? Like, there's all those aspects to streaming as well. Like with time zones, IRL commitments, work, everything. But if we compare to how many people were on during this period of the day, whether you were East Coast, West Coast, European, EU countries, Asian countries, Australian countries, wherever it may be, how many people were on during this point of the day? You have the chance of a demon cameo. I think people also like. I like the concept of the ghosts, but I think also ghosts are just very restricted. We had 9 different streams today. It's only been you. Yep. Like, I like the concept of the ghost. I think the ghost idea is really cool. Being able to still play in a hardcore world without interacting, without being able to interact with stuff. But I think it also, you have to heavily rely on others. Ooh, sweet, amplifies and spell velocity. Sick. You have to like heavily rely on others for it to work. Because if not, what are ghosts to do? Like, if ghosts aren't prepared to do stuff, and they can only do things of other people, what's the incentive for them to come online, right? Unless you were fully willing in aspect, raise his hand, me. Unless you were fully willing since day one to understand what you can and cannot do as a ghost, and you were able to make content out of it, raise his hand, me. Anyone else who dies as a ghost is like, well, I don't want to play if no one else is on because there's nothing for me to do. Which there are stuff for you to do, but the issue is that there are things you can't do, right? Like anything with cooking, can't interact with those blocks. You can't place down those blocks, right? So you have to have someone on for you to do that. Getting the materials, can't do that by yourself as a ghost. Being a ghost, people go, oh no, what did you do? Fully knowing you can't interact with block. Yeah, like even with being a ghost, people go, oh no, what did you do? Fully knowing you can't interact. Yeah, like the issue, like, cool, ghosts can cook, right? But we can't get our own food, right? Like I wouldn't be able to make any of the food up there if Cherry didn't get all the stuff ahead of time, right? And make all those farms. The amount of times I had to ask someone, hey, can you grab these crops for me and replant them so I can cook some food? Which, again, I'm fine with because I wanted to be social and, like, interact and talk to people. But it's, like, it's also hard when no one's online because then at that point, what do ghosts do? Right? Technically, I'm not supposed to be able to damage anything. Like, but because of mods and everything else, I'm bypassing the system to allow me to make engaging streams that are still have content, but it's still me just playing the game. I do think SMPs have like lost its authenticity. With no gear, they wouldn't be able to even fish. Yeah, no, like unless you were able to borrow some string and a stick, and in 3 sticks from somebody, you wouldn't be able to do anything. And even then, day one of fishing, you couldn't open the crates. Like, now that, um, now that, like, it's more established, it's a bit easier, but, like, early on, good luck trying to get certain stuff. I need to get more wool. Just because no one had farms, no one had all these, like, extra random loot. I still think Ghost should have been able to go through looter chests. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like them not being able to open looter chests kind of is not a good implication. Because, like, then what's the point of a ghost to go explore? Pleasure gain. Like, why? Yeah, it's intentional that ghosts can't open looter chests. It's intentional. They don't want you to. And it's because the idea of you being able to go into somewhere that's dangerous and then just get the loot and not have to worry about it. But, like, at the same time, certain things we can't interact with in general, right? Like say I wanted to go into a, what is exploration incentive for ghosts? There is none. There is no exploration unless you go with someone and you become like a scout person. Like, that's what I did, like, early on. When Luann and Water wanted to go mining, I'm like, can I join y'all? All I did was I was a scout. They gave me the health bottles, and when they were low on health, I just chucked it on them, and I would run up ahead trying to make sure there was stuff. And being stuck, no, exactly, they have a danger being stuck down there. Like, there is this, what's the word? Like, there is no incentive to be a ghost. Ghosts are cool, but it's basically you're playing in spectator mode. There's very few things a ghost can actually do besides just pick up random items off the ground. And I feel like that's the problem, is that ghosts don't have anything to do, and so when you are a ghost, you don't come online unless it's an event. But the lore. No, exactly, lore, but, like, the lore is only somewhat there right now. And the reason why is because there's this really cool aspect to Duke lore. All the special ghosts of, like, Jack, Angelica, Colin, the other, I'm forgetting their name. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting their name. Like, the concept of those ghosts is like Stardew Valley. It's that you can talk to them, engage with them, and interact with them, and have a relationship bar be both good or bad for those ghosts. But the issue is with that is if no one comes online, what's the point of them being online since they can't do anything unless someone actually interacts with them? And they just can't go up to people. They have to become up. People have to go up to them, right? It's a really cool concept. It's just it's being implemented. Unfortunately, at a bad time, I think, just because there's not a lot of people on. Just people just don't choose not to play. SMPs have like the authenticity and like authenticness of an SMP has sort of diminished because SMPs are just multiplayer servers. But now there's this like it's implied really that servers need to have lore, a gimmick, something unique to them that separates them from every other server. And if not, then it's a failed Minecraft server. But really, is it failed if like you just have a bunch of people just doing fun, silly things on a Minecraft server for fun? Right? Like, you can have a concept for an SMP. You can have fun things to do it. But once it starts getting into like the lore and story and world building and everything else, unless people play into it, it's very hard to like follow if it's not like the main priority for everybody. If you have dedicated players, it's great, it's phenomenal. But if people decide not to play and people start to play less and focus on other things, it becomes a well, and I think that's the other issue, like the other downside of modded is that not everyone wants to play on a modded server. Oh, that's trippy. Looks like it goes downwards. It looks like just a one straight hallway. Looks like it's just a straight hallway. Oh, that's weird. Right, like this aspect for a Minecraft server. That's fair. I feel like there are qualities to both the appeal of the general target audience, but usually that lore-oriented servers get more hyped. Lore-oriented servers get more hyped, but it also depends on what the lore is. And how like you can have lore on a server. I'm not saying don't have lore on a server. I love lore on a server. You have no idea when Pirates SMP came out. I have a whole theory board when Pirates came out. Like I have everything connected and intertwined with like red string on a Mirio board. Like I love lore. The regulars in my chat from day one know this. But the difference is though, it's like lore on a server is really good when people play on it. Like as a viewer, I prefer the improv lore of people just interacting with each other and slowly beginning to differentiate themselves from the characters to the script / lore admin enforce / lore. I don't know how to specifically like. I just prefer the full improv thing with only Manny planning out how the character would potentially behave. It's like a PP gun, yeah. No, so basically, what you're like, Sheriff, what you're basically like describing is almost like a realm, like how the realm lore is, because the realm lore has like one main narrative, right? And everyone does their own little bits of scripted, but also improv lore into it. And it's really well thought out. It's really well done. Again, it's because also the players play on that server like nonstop. But you have different characters who have different aspects. And yes, it is scripted to some extent because, for example, I can tell you right now, the Jester lore, well scripted, well talked to within the members of it. But like for what they say and how they act, isn't always like straightforward. Like they'll probably say something else, or like for example, if someone that isn't part of the lore comes walking on in and interacts with them, well now you have to improv. It's sort of like you have point A to point Z, right, in this lore. And you have to go through every other step to get to the very end of the letter. As some admin lore thing, and it irks me. I mean, the admin lore is part of the world building. It kind of helps with the lore for like the world stuff. But Lifesteal also does it very well. Yeah, like Lifesteal's lore, when it becomes like an incentive, they have something and then something goes unscripted and they now have to like improv into it. But even then, Lifesteal probably has some scripted lore as well. Nothing's fully improved. Like, as a creator, nothing is fully improved. There are things that are planned and like set to be like, hey, I want to do this. I don't know how we're going to get to it, but we just need to figure out a way to get to it. And then it goes from this random roller coaster of events, and somehow you end up where you want to end up. And it's like, it's scripted to what you want to get to, but it's improv everything in between. But I feel like there's a joy in that, right? Videos that have a lot of scripted moments recorded, especially for video. Oh yeah, 100%. But again, a lot of those services come down to are not shown in streams. Yep, because again, they're like recorded for those reasons. But again, like all those servers that we're talking about, Lifesteal, Realm, and like even Hermitcraft, is some that have like scripted lore to improv lore depending on what it is. Like it's just their players playing on the server. Like everything else is great. I love special like gimmicks. I love lore. I love all of it. But if the players don't play, then it's not a Minecraft SMP. It's a solo Minecraft playthrough. I just wish creators realized that and just started playing the game more often. Even if it was not just to stream, but just to like do random stuff and hang out if they're not busy. Literally, I think Amesy mentioned at one point when they had to re-get all their levels, they said that they fished for like 9 hours on like 2 to 3 different streams. Yeah, hanging out off stream is just so fun because you just get to see the person just vibe while through someone else's perspective. Having to watch other people stream just to see your to see like your to see your favorite streamer, just to watch other people's perspectives, or like just to see them witnessing in a different light, because you always look through like your person, like your streamers, like the one you usually watch's perspective, but then you see them interact from like another person's perspective, and it's like third person viewing, and it's fun. Right, what do I need? I don't need spell velocity on pants, but everything else is okay. I just like to have lore so that I can twist things into depressing backstories that helps me connect to a character more than... Well, yeah, no, like, I'm not saying don't have lore. I mean, like, every server has some form of lore to it. Even if it's just minimal, it's still lore, right? Like, the events in a Minecraft server... Like, you can take Hermitcraft, for example, right? Take Hermitcraft, not big lore, but what you can take lore from is, like, Hermitcraft... Yeah, Popo thing. Like, Hermitcraft has the Po thing. They also have, like, the whole, like, permits, which is technically lore, because that's a whole, like, lore-based events. There's other, like, mini events that happen into it. It's not angsty lore, but it's still lore. It's more of, like, just fun moments. Season 6 build battle, yeah, it was also lore. While still playing the game. Yeah. Prot 3, amplify spell. Oh, and spell velocity. Sick. No, give me that. Ooh. Yeah, and prank wars. Like, any event in a Minecraft server that, like, does something, right? I just need one spell velocity, and then I'm golden. And I just need Sunfire. World spawn like 3,000 blocks. Yeah, literally, they changed the world spawn to 3,000 blocks out for the permit post, like the permit office, Because if you don't give back your permits, you'll die and get sent over like 3 million blocks away, or 300,000 blocks, which is some big number. And like that's fun. Like that's such a fun way of doing it, because like it's world building lore. It's lore that's not normal. It's not conventional lore, but it's still lore nonetheless. Oh, okay. Do I need amplify 3 on the hat? Yeah, I do. Okay, cool. And so like there's different ways to do lore. It doesn't always have to be angsty. But again, it's because they can do that type of stuff because people play on the server. Like it's their job, it's their career. They have to play on the server, right? But they still just have fun doing it, both from streaming and both in making YouTube videos. And that's why I want to do like a little spoken word video essay, poetry-esque, like, hey, creators, maybe we should start just focusing on just playing on a server rather than our focus being on trying to get content out of everything. Because if you're only content in making content, then you're not content in playing the game. You see your point? Yeah. And like as Empire SMP viewer from solely Joel's POV, the fact that they had was so lore, he was so low phobic in season 1 is still so much lore. Actually, the fact that he couldn't even see sort of after the first encounter just builds the lore of his character more. Yeah, like just because you don't want to do lore still means you're actively adding lore to the world, even though you're not actually expanding into it. There's a bunch of different fun ways to do lore and do like different variations of stuff. I think it would just be fun. Like he actually couldn't see one of the characters because they were too lore. I don't know if he edited him out of the video completely or something, but it's, well, yeah. Harmless lore can be made angst by a fan. No, exactly. It's fun. And I feel like more people need to just engage in having fun. Simple spelling amplify right there. Shit, I need Sunfire for the pants. I also need Sunfire on Bootwise. I don't know. I think I just might be the outlier in all of this because I grew up when I was younger, early on. I've always wanted to make content. Even before you were able to make even though it was not possible to make proper like, a living off of making YouTube content. I was 10 and I wanted to do it as a living, even though everyone said it wasn't possible because I knew there would be a time frame of it. And so when I watched these creators, right, there was this like there was no lore. There was no gimmick. It was just a bunch of people playing on a Minecraft server, socializing, pranking each other, and interacting, right? That's all there was to it. Why'd I come up here? I need emeralds, yeah. And really, what it come like what it came down to is like I watched early Hermitcraft, like season 1 Hermitcraft. Uh I watched Minecraft, which was one of the first ever YouTubed Minecraft SMPs. Early SMPs lore driven. Some of them, but not all of them. You're thinking of like the AFMAO like era of SMP style of content, which was like very lore heavy in story. But like my perspective was like early Hermitcraft and like Minecraft, which was like Minecraft was the first ever Minecraft SMP that was like recorded. Do not speak that name. um those were what I watched constantly. And from my perspective, all they did was just make really cool builds and farms and for a Purge as a ghost. Uh Going on a rampage. Didn't really Hermitcraft have like Evil X and other storylines? Not season 1, no. Like if you go back to early Hermitcraft, um it was just like them. There was some story individual lore to some people, but like early Hermitcraft season 1, season 2 wasn't anything crazy. But yeah, as I'm prepping for a ghost, magic. I'm going on a full rampage. I'm putting in the works die, don't worry. Been enchanting a lot and getting help from a lot of people. Yeah, Evil X was in season 3. But like I also on how you're collecting materials. Help from Miss Corporate using the zombie spawner. Enchanting. It's the same way that I would use any other way. Well, you're saying yes. Rampage says that I'm going to go after anyone on the server. But you're dead. And? Get me some get me multi-class. Uh let's see how you're prepping as a ghost. I've been prepping since day 1. We do this. We go here. I get emeralds if you guys want to actually trade. They are still on cooldown for the longest of time. And then I run back. I then go here. I then go this way. I then run to the zombie spawner. Is that a multi-class? Why does I need a multi-class? I'm so confused why Sai needs the multi-class. Multi-class? Yeah, multi-classing is cool and fun. Yeah, in D&D. It's super fun to multi-class in D&D. But then I come down here. If I kill you? No, because I'm going to be a ghost. I then wait for the zombies to spawn. I get XP. And I chant armor. And that's what I've been prepping for this entire stream, is getting armor enchants, as you can see from here. Because I need to combine all this. Already got the staff. The staff is already done. I had Cherry get me a Tomb of Arcane. But yeah, no, I'm going on a rampage as a ghost. I'm not gonna be alive. Also, by the way, the third, will that blue bomb see some? Oh yeah, it will probably come back to life if you kill someone, right? Yeah, and then I'll just, after the purge is done, I'll just jump off. I'll just go become a ghost again. Literally, I'm doing all of this just for this one event. After this one event, I'm just gonna stay as a ghost. But yeah, the tomb stuff, um like the third enchant for arcaneless beam doesn't damage people. The AoE fire breath and meteor storm for the fire tombs don't damage players either. They damage the mobs but not the players. Cherry was using it, intended for PvE. Yeah, kind of figured, because I'm like it wasn't hurting an iron. The beam wasn't hurting an iron golem either when I was testing it, and I'm like, that's interesting. But I'm guessing it only works on non-hostile to hostile mobs. But yeah, that blue bomb is gonna probably see some action, Sharf. Trust me. I believe I forget who it was. But if I have the chance to use the blue bomb, I'm using the blue bomb. We're titling the purge event from the ghost perspective. A Revenant's Revenge. Because a Revenant is a undead I think Red Mask said that in stream the other day, like having that be the title, and I like that, a Revenant's Revenge, as the title of stream for the Purge. Also, they don't need to nerf Ghost; they need to nerf me. The Ghost, it's not the Ghost, it's me, which is the thing you guys have to worry about. Like, no other Ghost is coming online to grind out for this one event in the way that I'm doing it anyways. Blast protection. I don't need blast protection. I don't need flame either. Like, I have grinded out so much stuff. Just need to drain the ocean. The issue is I just keep finding ways to do stuff. Because I am so persistent. The indomitable human spirit. Yeah, I gave up on stopping you. Yeah. Don't worry. I'll cause myself problems that need to get fixed. As we saw from the short form content, I'm getting stuck on the nether roof. Try to phase through one wall and I get stuck on the nether roof. You down and Shep took the credit. Because Shep came on, that's why. So I thought it was Shep that did it. I also said thank you Shep, thank you Sty, thank you admins, because I didn't know who exactly it was. Let the record show. I said in general any of them. Do I have spell? I think I already have spell velocity. I do. Darn. Have fun running away the whole event. It's gonna be a for trying to say Nerdy's name. Oh yeah, it happens a lot. Like on a full pot. Yeah, it's because Nerdy's name sounds like an insult. And Twitch doesn't understand it's not. You're just saying someone's username. Trust me, Sty, you're not the only one. Oh yeah, no, I'm turning this Purge event into full chaos mode. It seems pretty harmful. That's so funny. Yeah, like, and I'm not the only person that wants to kill. Yeah. Oh no, there's full story to this Sty. Like, this built-in BM protection of this event might be. I asked the hypothetical, what happens if I kill everybody on the server? What happens if everybody in the event becomes a ghost? Then what? And Spar? We can, but I'm not playing this game normally. I'm not being alive when this event happens. I'm going after people as a ghost. Flatline SMP, that's a good one. What do you mean as a ghost? I'm going into this event as a ghost. That's the whole point. A Revenant's Revenge. Come back live during the Purge. Yeah, and I'm going to, as soon as the Purge starts, I am going to turn myself back into a ghost. How it's going to work during the Purge. If you die, you become a ghost. Then what's the point of dying then? You're done. So you just get banned? Doesn't say that on the form. Also Oligoxy. Because I can say from what has been posted on Twitter, all that we know is that all dead 24 hours, player kills are anonymous and have no repercussions. All dead players are revived only during the Purge unless they kill another player. Constant blood moon, life fragments are rewarded for player kills, supply drops. Says nothing about being banned for a day from the server if you die. Because at that point, if someone dies, I've been published. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. If someone is streaming and dies super early on, they're gonna not be very happy that they can't play it and see what else happens on the server. And I'm not saying that from my perspective. I'm saying that for anyone that dies super early on. Because I've just been a ghost. If the event starts and someone dies in 5 minutes and that's all what their stream is for the event, as well, it seems that there's Prot 4 on some of this armor already. If that happens, please. I'm still gonna cause chaos. I'll still make it absolutely chaotic for everybody else. Because I will let you know right now. I put Prop 4 into the first slot. Oh yeah, no, don't worry. I know. Like, I think y'all don't realize how much PvP that I have done for this. But I will say, right, the idea that you just get banned dying is gonna really suck for people. Because anyone that I see, I'm going to instantly just go for. Doesn't matter what time frame. There is no grace period. In a Twitch chat? Eh. The shortest MC SMP event ever or friendliest. No, this is my plan. I'm saying what I'm planning for this event. This is my prep. So I think it's fine for a conversation in a Twitch chat. Whoever I see, I'm gonna go for. Now, of course, there are a few exceptions. I approve kill everybody. But I think it will be fun. Server needs to have some chaos. There's no one on. We turn the line SMP into the flatline SMP. I like the name that Nerdy suggested. Flatline SMP coming in March. What was that? March 18th? 4 days after? 16th. 2 days after. And revenge, yes, and revenge. Which kind of a little, right? A little bit, what's the word? Unfortunate that I don't get to get my revenge as a ghost. I'm gonna leave now. Alright, see you, Boxer. Yeah, Baxter. Like, kind of bit unfortunate I don't get revenge as a ghost. It'd feel way more poetic if I got my revenge as a ghost, you know? Which, by the way, I'm just gonna be devil's advocate here, right? Just to be a little bit of devil's advocate here. How does that work with world building? If you think about it, right? If everyone's alive and then they're instantly dead if they die and they don't become a ghost, how does that work with world building? On a circle before the purge starts, for ghosts to be revived, you could always throw the blue bomb to kill everyone before being revived. I mean, I could, but then it's not as satisfying, you know? But don't think about it, though, right? Like, being a little bit of like a question trust gravel ship and how to handle things. I'm just wondering, like lore world wise, how does that work for the shrine if the shrine that has been able to get everyone to ghosts, like can and I'm going to say that's fine. I'm just thinking like lore from like a viewer perspective now. Like and from a player perspective. How does that work from like I wasn't you blame the shrine for all the world's problem? I mean that's what I've been doing. But not spoiling for chat. Well, yeah, of course. It's just it's like what the intern turned off the revive system for 24 hours. Is that what happened? Did Gene, the intern, turn off the machine for 24 hours? The revives people? To wait and see. I'm I'm thinking out loud. This is what happens when someone does like lore theory. You think out loud and you talk to chat about trying to figure it out. Welcome back, Antari. Oh, sweet. I love when I get Amplify spell in spell 3. Oh wait, I already have spell velocity though. Dang it. Do I have? No, I don't. Probably I'll just take these ones away. Nope. I want these ones. Gonna be banished to the Dark Shrine dimension that was in the Purge announcement, and then when you die, you just go back to the real. Probably, possibly something like that. In the moment, it's just fun to theorize. Yeah, we're not trying to figure everything out. Just running in a straight hallway. That looks so trippy. Oh, why do I always go that? It's because that. All right, we go here, we go there, we go here, we go there. I need you. Because I need that. Alright, I need to AFK this later. Just so all the melons get restocked. Probably do that after stream. Well, I shall be ending stream in a few minutes here shortly. And down we go. Yeah, I still think I want to use the Battleman 5 potion, though. And just pop it. Because when else am I going to use it, like, realistically? Cool, yeah, as well. Have people deal for raid as well. Yeah, like, I just feel like it's fair. Alright, we have... Does that work? Spell... Spell velocity, so that's... I need one more amplify. Yeah. Helmet. Pants. Cool. Someone tries a singular pillager on wave 1 so it doesn't progress to the Evokers are going to be so sad. I mean, we can kill them fast enough to where they just spawn. Just saying. Kill them so the Evokers and Ravengers spawn. Alright, like... can I get Sunfire? I need Sunfire. Like, that's the annoying part. Getting Sunfire has been a pain to get. I need another... On wave 1 so it doesn't progress to the... Yeah. Amplify. I think I would be done with that, and I just need Sunfire. It's like, what exactly are the ruling in reruled villagers? Oh, yeah, no, yeah, no. Yeah, I'm basically playing this on hard mode, to where I can't do as much as everyone else, which is okay. It's just how it works. Amplify spell velocity, cool. That means technically I can trade one of these out. Keep you. Let me switch you out. There you go. Awesome. Now I can disenchant you. Get some levels. Protection, protection, protection. I'm breaking. Depth Strider, yeah. I'll probably do this last set of armor here. And then go from there. Just because that'll be easier to do. Awesome. And let's see. What do I really need? What am I missing? Boots, honestly. I don't have any spell velocity on boots. Well, yeah. Yeah, let's try to get some boots. And that's just unbreaking. Unfortunate, really. Blast, unbreaking, fire protection, protection. I'll just do the, what was it? Unbreaking on the chest, possibly. Da, 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 da. Alright. You know what? I'll probably work on a little bit of this off stream. Try to get the remaining, all of this set up, because I need to, finish this out. Get all this sorted. And then from there, work on a few other stuff. But thank you again for hanging out with me today, chat. It was super fun. We're gonna raid into someone. I don't know who. Let's see. Yeah, let's do Liam. We don't normally get to raid into Liam. And Liam is doing a ranking stream. How fun. Anyways, chat, thank you all again. Here is the raid link. Here is the raid message if you are subbed. If not, just a simple abolish your gut raid will do. Join in on the raid, chat. You can leave right on after if you need to. But thank you all again. You have been awesome, amazing, and wonderful as always. And I will see you all next time. Bye, chat.